There's a strange pain in thinking about someone who never leaves your mind, but never comes closer either. You replay conversations that never happened. You feel their presence in silence. And the hardest part? Deep down, you know the feeling is mutual. This isn't unrequited love. This is something more confusing, more haunting. Psychology tells us that distance is not always rejection. Sometimes it is a defense mechanism. Sometimes love doesn't move forward. It freezes, not because the heart is empty, but because it is overwhelmed. What you're about to hear isn't a love story. It's a truth story, one that explains why the person you think about may love you deeply, yet chooses distance, and the real reason may shock you. Chapter 1. Love that awakens fear. When someone truly loves you, it doesn't just warm the heart, it exposes it. Love brings closeness, but closeness demands vulnerability. For some, that is terrifying. The distance you feel may begin the moment love becomes real. Suddenly, the heart sees something worth losing. Psychologically, this is called fear of emotional exposure. The mind associates intimacy with potential pain. Past wounds awaken. Old disappointments whisper warnings. Instead of moving closer, the person steps back. Not because they don't care, but because they care too much. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard once said, "The most painful state of being is remembering the future." They imagine loss before love even begins. Distance becomes their shield, silence their safety. Chapter 2. The battle between heart and identity. Sometimes love threatens the identity a person has built to survive. If someone has learned to be independent, guarded, or emotionally self-sufficient, love feels like a disruption. You don't just enter their heart, you challenge the walls they needed to function. Distance appears when love conflicts with self-image. The heart says, stay, but the mind says, protect. Psychology calls this internal conflict avoidance. Rather than choosing, the person pauses. They disappear emotionally to regain control. This is why their absence feels thoughtful, not careless. They still think of you, they still feel you, but they are trying to figure out who they are with you in their life. Carl Jung wrote, "Where love rules, there is no will to power, and losing control is exactly what frightens them." Chapter 3. Silence as self-protection. Silence is often misunderstood. We assume it means indifference, but psychologically, silence can be a form of emotional self-protection. When feelings grow intense, some people retreat to regulate overwhelming emotions. They don't know how to express love without losing themselves. So they choose distance, not to punish you, but to calm the storm inside them. This is common in individuals with avoidant attachment patterns. Love feels unsafe, not because it's wrong, but because it's unfamiliar. Their mind keeps returning to you, yet their actions remain distant. This contradiction is painful, but real. Blaise Pascal said, "The heart has its reasons which reason knows nothing of." Their heart wants closeness. Their nervous system wants safety. Distance becomes the compromise. Chapter 4. Love that feels too important to risk. There is a type of love that feels sacred and therefore dangerous. When someone feels you matter too much, they fear doing the wrong thing, saying the wrong words, or failing you. Distance then becomes hesitation. This isn't emotional immaturity, it's emotional intensity. They value you so deeply that they delay action, hoping for certainty that never arrives. Psychology refers to this as paralysis by emotional significance. They don't want to lose you by acting incorrectly, so they risk losing you by doing nothing. Aristotle wrote, "Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. But merging souls requires courage, and courage is hardest when the heart is already involved." Chapter 5. Distance as a test they never meant to create. Sometimes distance is unconscious. They are not testing you, but testing themselves. They step back to see if the feeling fades. It doesn't. and that realization scares them even more. The mind hopes space will bring clarity. Instead, it deepens attachment. This creates a loop of longing and withdrawal. You feel it. They feel it. Neither names it. Rumi said, "Why are you busy with this or that or good or bad? Pay attention to how things blend." Love and fear are blending inside them. Distance is not the absence of love. It is love struggling to exist safely. Chapter 6. The shocking truth about your distance. Here is the truth that shocks most people. The distance is not about you lacking value. It's about you having too much of it. You awakened something real, and real feelings demand real risk. They love you, but haven't yet learned how to hold love without fear. Until they do, distance feels safer than closeness. Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, "One does not love by choice, but by fate. Love found them before they were ready, and readiness, not love, is what's missing. If they return, it will be with clarity. If they don't, it won't erase what was real." Some connections are not meant to stay, but meant to awaken us, and that too is a form of love.